Today's lesson is Dialogue Focus, Taking a Beach Vacation. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our show. I'm Roger.
And I'm Helen.
And today we are going to go to the beach. You know, it's getting late in August here, and school's going to start pretty soon, but you might still have time to take a beach vacation to someplace in the world, maybe to the Philippines or to Bali or wherever. So, yes, before you start school, it might be a good idea to try to find some time to take that vacation to the beach.
That's right. Summer is definitely the time for vacations, but not everybody likes to take their holidays at the beach. Some people like to go up in the mountains. Some people like to spend their time in rainforests. But I would say that the most popular destination is still the beach because there are a lot of things you can do there.
So for all of you beach bums out there, this lesson is for you. So we've got Kayla and Henry, and they're going on a beach vacation. So let's find out what happens to them while they're trying to relax on the beach. Let's listen to the first part of our lesson right now.
Taking a beach vacation. Relaxing on the beach. Kayla and Henry have arrived at their hotel and dropped off their stuff. Now they're ready to get some much-needed R&R.
Well, we're here. Personally, I'm ready to dive right into our vacation. Should we check out the pool?
Why go to the pool when we've come all this way to stay by the ocean? We can swim in a pool anywhere. I say we hit the beach.
Fair enough. The beach it is then.
This looks like the perfect spot to lay our beach blanket down.
Should we rent an umbrella?
Not unless you want one. I'm going to sunbathe. There's nothing more relaxing than basking in the sun while listening to the sound of the waves.
I'm not big on baking myself, so I think I'll go for a swim instead. Catch you later.
Hello， 大家好。第一部分我们看到片语 dive right into something， 其中的 right 可以省略，表示迫不及待做点点点，热切投入点点点。例如 The volunteers dove in with their rescue work as soon as they arrived in the affected area. 志工一到灾区就马上投入救援工作。另外补充其他 dive 的片语，可以用 take a dive 来代表暴跌骤降。我们可以说 The country's economy took a dive under the weight of excessive debt. 该国经济在过量负债的压力下暴跌了。接着我们看到一个动词 hit， 这个字如果后面加上名词，就会有抵达、出现在点点点的意思。像是 Vanessa and Amber hit the bar after they got off work Friday night.Vanessa 和 Amber 星期五下班之后去酒吧。另外补充一个 hit 相关的片语，可以用 hit it off with somebody 来表示与某人相处融洽、投缘，其中的 with somebody 可以省略。可以说 Luke hit it off with his blind date and has arranged to meet her again for a movie. Luke 和相亲对象很投缘，并已安排再约他看电影。再来我们看到动词 bask 有晒太阳的意思。举例来说 My dog likes to lie down on the grass and bask in the sun. 我的狗狗喜欢躺在草皮上晒太阳。另外可以用片语 bask in 来表示沉浸于点点点。我们可以说 Mary loves going home for the holidays and basking in the love of her family. Mary 喜欢回家过节，沉浸在亲情氛围里面。接下来我们看到一个片语 be big on 代表很喜欢点点点，意思是对某事物有强烈的兴趣，或觉得很重要，所以愿意投入极大的心力去做。例如 The hotel chain is big on luxury. 那家饭店连锁企业大手笔营造奢华享受。另外补充一个相关的片语 bet big on指赌下大注，抱以高度期待。所以可以说 Investors and companies around the globe are betting big on mobile payments. 全球的投资者和企业都对行动支付抱以高度期待。
Okay, folks, we're back, and today's topic is taking a beach vacation. And the first part of our dialogue is called Relaxing on the Beach. Kayla and Henry, we learned, have just arrived at their hotel and they have dropped off their stuff. And now they're ready to get some much-needed R&R. R&R, of course, means rest and relaxation in this case. And Kayla and Henry have probably been working or studying really hard, so they need to rest and relax and take it easy. And that's why we say here that the R&R is much needed.
Yep, that's kind of an abbreviation for rest and relaxation. As you said, I think in the past this was more a term used in the military. If you were a soldier and you had some time off from fighting the Viet Cong in Vietnam or something like that, you could go have some R&R. In Taiwan, maybe. I think a lot of soldiers came over here for some R&R, for some rest and relaxation. But nowadays, of course, this term can apply to anyone. Anytime you want to get away from school or from work, you're going to have some R&R or some rest and relaxation. So yes, indeed, this is their beach vacation. You could also say beach holiday, I believe. Americans tend to use the word vacation. Now here, Henry begins the conversation. Well, we're here. We have arrived. We're at our beach resort. We're at the hotel. And Henry says, personally, I'm ready to dive right into our vacation. Interesting, because of course, if you go to the beach, there's water there, and you might jump in the water or dive in the water if you're going to go swimming. But here, dive right into our vacation just kind of means to start the vacation and enjoy it as much as possible, as quickly as possible.
Right, so dive here has two meanings, and it's kind of a pun because Henry is saying he's really excited about being at the beach and he wants to start his vacation right away. So he says, let's dive right into it. To start doing something in an enthusiastic way is to dive right into doing that thing. Diving, of course, is also the activity that you do in the ocean.
Right. Scuba diving, for example. I learned diving when I went to the Philippines, for example. But I also wanted to ask this question. When I was growing up, the word dive expressed in the past tense, we said dove. I dove into the water, but I understand some people say dived. So dove and dived are both correct. Which one do you use, Helen?
I think it would depend on the context. If I were talking about the water, a water sport, I would probably say dove. But dive right into something, I wouldn't say I dove right into lunch. I would say I dived right into lunch.
Okay, fair enough. I probably would say it that way too. But in any case, Henry is excited here because they're on vacation, so he wants to dive right into their vacation. And he says, should we check out the pool? Okay, so maybe they're still in the lobby and they haven't taken their luggage to their room yet. But he says, well, while we're here on the first floor or on the ground floor, maybe we should go check out the swimming pool. Let's go see what it's like and see if we'd like to go swimming there later.
Right. And Kayla, she doesn't really want to be at the pool. She says, why go to the pool when we've come all this way to stay by the ocean? We can swim in a pool anywhere. I say we hit the beach. Hit here, of course, means we go to the beach.
Right. So, for example, if you go on a holiday someplace and you say, well, let's go eat at McDonald's. That's a silly idea. McDonald's are everywhere. If you're going to go to the Philippines or Australia or something, you should try something you've never tried before. So that's what Kayla is suggesting here. We can go swimming in a pool anywhere, but we can't swim in an ocean everywhere. So, indeed, we should hit the beach. So Henry says, fair enough. The beach it is then. Yes, fair enough. I agree with what you said. That's logical. It makes sense. So yes, we will go to the beach. I think after they take their stuff to their room and change into their bathing suits, then they'll be ready to go down to the sand there.
Right, and as we'll find out, this is the first of several disagreements that Kayla and Henry are going to have. So first, we have Henry who wants to be at the pool, and Kayla wants to go to the beach. But Henry gives in, he concedes and says, okay, fair enough, let's go to the beach. So now they go to the beach, and Kayla says, this looks like the perfect spot to lay our beach blanket down. And Henry says, should we rent an umbrella? Rent here, of course, means to pay money to use something that belongs to somebody else. So you can rent things like an umbrella or ski equipment if you're going on a ski holiday, camping equipment if you're going camping. But usually we use to rent in the cases of apartments or accommodations. So you might rent an apartment instead of buying one.
True. So, of course, if you go to the beach, you might want to rent an umbrella, and you probably brought your own beach blanket. And notice here, they're going to lay the beach blanket down. That's because they are moving this thing. And so you lay it down. If you're talking about yourself, maybe taking a nap, then you lie down to take a nap. But here you're laying the blanket down because it is transitive here. So in any case, yes, they're going to rent an umbrella. At least that's Henry's question, and Kayla answers, well, not unless you want one. We don't really need one, but if you want one, yes, we can rent an umbrella. She says, I'm going to sunbathe, which basically means you lay under the sun to get a tan or something.
Right. Kayla loves sunbathing, and she says there's nothing more relaxing than basking in the sun while listening to the sound of the waves. So she likes the feeling of lying in the sun and enjoying the sounds of the waves as she is relaxing under the sun.
That's what she wants to do. That's her ideal holiday. There's nothing more relaxing than basking in the sun. I guess basking can be used in this situation to soak in the sun or something. Can you think of other situations when we use the word bask?
You can also say basking in glory or basking in somebody else's praise, which basically means you're fully enjoying the situation when you've done something that you're really proud of and other people are praising you for it. So kind of imagine the person looking up into the sky and just enjoying all of the compliments and all of the positive words that person is receiving. That's basking in glory.
Yeah, or maybe if you're religious, you could say, I'm basking in the glory of God, or something like that. But in this particular case, we're not in a church. We're at the beach, and Kayla wants to bask in the sun. She wants to sunbathe, or she wants to get a suntan, and she also wants to listen to the sound of the waves. I must confess the sound of waves is quite relaxing, but I'd rather listen to waves at a rocky shoreline somewhere like in Hualien and not at a beach. So here Henry says, I'm not big on baking myself, so I think I'll go for a swim instead. I'm not big on. Does that mean Henry is a small person?
No, it means that he's not really interested in doing that thing. So he's not big on, or he's not interested in lying in the sun because he doesn't want to. He considers it as baking himself or getting his skin all dark and dry and possibly subjecting himself to skin cancer.
Yeah, so I'm not big on basking in the sun either. So yeah, going for a swim sounds more inviting. I'll go for a swim instead. We use the word instead when we talk about two choices, and it's especially used when you make the second choice. I don't want a hamburger. I think I'll have pizza instead. And so he's going to go swimming. Catch you later. And now let's move on to the next part of our lesson. We'll listen to it first.
Water activities. Kayla and Henry are back at their hotel. So, any thoughts about what we should do tomorrow? Though I enjoy relaxing on the beach, I get bored if I do it too many days in a row.
I saw some information about local tours and activities by the front desk. Let's go ask.
Hi, we were wondering what sort of activities we can book.
We offer sea kayaking tours, surfing lessons, snorkeling trips, and scuba diving trips.
I've always wanted to try scuba diving.
I'm more interested in snorkeling myself.
We have a full-day boat trip that includes 3 different spots that are great for both diving and snorkeling. How does that sound?
Do we need to rent any equipment?
No, everything you need will be provided and lunch is included. You only need to bring yourselves, swimwear, and any sun protection you might want.
Excellent. When should we leave?
A driver would pick you up from the hotel at 8 a.m.
Great, let's go for the boat trip.
"第二部分我们看到一个片语 in a row， 用来指连续的、接连的。举例来说 Anita is on a winning streak and has won 6 tennis matches in a row. Anita 气势如虹，已经连赢6场网球赛。又或者说 Samuel has donated to the charity 5 years in a row. Samuel 已经连续5年捐钱给该慈善机构了。 最后我们看到名词 protection 用来指保护或防护，像是 You will need to wear this helmet for protection when you go into the cave. 你进入洞穴时会需要戴上这顶头盔保护。另外可以用 awareness of environmental protection 来指环保意识。我们可以说Teachers should try to raise their students' awareness of environmental protection so that they will learn to take care of the planet. 老师应该试着提升学生的环保意识，这样他们才会学习爱护地球。
Okay, so let's get back to our topic, taking a beach vacation. We just got done with relaxing on the beach. More specifically, Kayla and Henry are on the beach. Kayla wants to get some sun. Henry says that's not for me. He doesn't want to bake himself, so he decides to go for a swim instead. Now, sometimes when you're on a beach holiday, you might want to do things besides sunbathing or swimming because those activities can get boring after a few days. So you want to look into some other activities like water activities. And so the second part here of our conversation, water activities, we're going to talk about what some of those things are.
Yep, as you said, this is a beach vacation, so of course they're going to have lots of activities in the water. Could be scuba diving, could be parasailing, whatever. So, of course, in order to decide what to do, they need to discuss this first. So, Kayla and Henry are back at their hotel. Kayla says, so, any thoughts about what we should do tomorrow? Do you have any ideas about what kinds of activities we're going to have tomorrow? And she says, though I enjoy relaxing on the beach, I get bored if I do it too many days in a row. In a row just means one after another. Yes, indeed, that does sound very boring to me, sitting out in the sun for days on end.
And Henry agrees. So he says, I saw some information about local tours and activities by the front desk. Let's go ask. So I guess when they were checking in, Henry saw some pamphlets or some information, printed information about activities and local tours that the hotel or the tour service offers. So he suggests to Kayla that they go downstairs, go to the front desk, and ask what activities are available.
Yeah, they might actually have those touch screens there where you can look for information about other activities in the area. But in this particular case, they're actually talking to a clerk. So Kayla begins the conversation. Hi, we were wondering what sort of activities we can book. Here, book is being used as a verb. It just means to arrange or make reservations.
And the clerk replies, we offer sea kayaking tours, surfing lessons, snorkeling trips, and scuba diving trips.
Well, that's a lot of variety there. Kayaking, surfing, snorkeling, scuba diving. Oh, it sounds like fun. Henry says, I've always wanted to try scuba diving. Scuba diving is diving under the water with an air tank. Snorkeling is just when you have the tube only. It's a lot simpler. Scuba diving, you need to actually train for that. But Kayla wants something simple. She says, I'm more interested in snorkeling myself. Snorkeling, again, you don't need the training.
Right. With snorkeling, you're basically near the surface of the water. Your face is in the water, but you're still pretty much safe near the top of the water. And Henry wants something a little bit more exciting. He would like to try scuba diving. But the clerk says you don't have to choose between the two because we have a full-day boat trip that includes 3 different spots that are great for both diving and snorkeling. How does that sound?
Yeah, what do you think of that? It's the best of both worlds. You can do snorkeling, you can do scuba diving. How about that? And Henry has a question. Do we need to rent any equipment? If you're going to go snorkeling or if you're going to go scuba diving, you need to use some equipment. And I highly doubt that they brought along an air tank and some fins and some gloves and neoprene and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they don't have that with them, so maybe they need to rent the equipment separately.
Right. Equipment here basically means the tools, the machines, or other things that you need to have to do a particular activity. And Henry wants to know, do we need to pay extra? Do we need to rent any equipment in order to do these activities like snorkeling and scuba diving? And the clerk says, no, everything you need will be provided and lunch is included. You only need to bring yourselves swimwear and any sun protection you might want.
So that's all you need to bring, just yourself and a swimming suit, a bikini or whatever, some swimming trunks, and sun protection. Of course, that might be sunscreen or maybe special garments that cover your entire body so you don't get sunburned and stuff like that. And Henry likes this idea. He says, excellent. When should we leave? When should we report? Where should we go? And what time are we going to head out to these various places to go scuba diving and snorkeling?
And the clerk says a driver would pick you up from the hotel at 8 a.m.
That's right. And please notice here the clerk says would pick you up instead of will pick you up because they haven't agreed to this particular activity yet. So would just means conditional. If you sign up for this tour, the driver will pick you up. But since you haven't, we're just saying it would pick you up. The driver would pick you up from your hotel pretty early at 8 a.m. Kayla likes the sound of this trip. She says, great, let's go for the boat trip. Let's sign up for this and have the time of our lives. Okay, that brings us to the end of our explanation for today. Let's listen now to our Chinese teacher.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。好，对话里面的两位主角已经到饭店放好东西，准备要开始度假咯。 Henry 就问说要不要去看泳池。 Kayla 觉得都住在海边了，没有必要去泳池吧。他就说 I say we hit the beach。 这句话不是要说去揍海滩哦， hit the beach 是指去海滩。在口语当中，我们常常会用 hit加上地方来表达要去某个地方。那么 hit 在这边呢，它是指到达或是出现在什么什么。像我们可以说 hit the gym 表示上健身房。好，其他还有一些类似的用法，像 hit the road 上路，也就是指出发。 hit the shelves 意思是出现在架上，那就表示上架。 hit the market出现在市场上，那就表示上市。 hit the theater 或者是 hit the big screen 出现在电影院或是出现在大荧幕上，那就表示电影上映咯。好，接着对话里面 Henry 他回答说 Fair enough, the beach it is then。 有道理，那就去海滩吧。好，这边要补充一下 Fair enough 它表示有道理，说得对。那这个说法表示你觉得对方说的是合理的，可以让人接受。那通常是用在说你勉强赞成对方的时候，当你认同对方说的有道理，可是还是有所保留，那这时候你就可以说 fair enough， 也可以说像 fine, alright 等等。好，接着对话里面的 Kayla 她想要去做日光浴，她就说There's nothing more relaxing than basking in the sun while listening to the sound of the waves. 没有什么比一边晒太阳一边听着海浪声更令人放松的了。好，句子里面用到一个动词 bask, B-A-S-K， 它表示晒太阳，那它也有取暖啊或者是享受的意思。像是 bask in the applause 表示享受掌声喝彩。好，另外课文里面用到 There's nothing more relaxing than 什么什么，用来表达没有任何事物比什么什么更令人放松。那这个句型其实是用否定词搭配比较级来表达最高级的语义，表达什么什么是最令人放松的。那其他还有类似的句型，像是我们可以用 nothing is 形容词比较级 than 什么什么，例如 Nothing is more relaxing than a massage after a long day at work。 没有什么比工作完一整天之后去按摩更令人放松的了。那意思就是说，工作一整天之后去按摩是最令人放松的。好，另外我们也可以用 nothing is as 形容词 as 什么什么，这是用否定字词搭配原级比较的句型，那同样可以表达出最高级的语义。例如 Nothing is as important as health， 没有什么像健康一样重要，也就是说 健康是最重要的。好，以上是今天的重点整理，我们来回顾今天的单字吧。
Rent. While visiting Amsterdam, we rented bikes and rode around the city. Instead, Marissa didn't go to college after high school. Instead, she decided to take a year off to travel. Activity. Jason finds fishing very relaxing, which is why it's his favorite leisure activity. Equipment. If you're looking for a new gym, I recommend this one because it has excellent equipment. Protection. This jacket offers better protection from the rain than an umbrella does.
Well, that brings us to the end of another edition of our program, and please make sure you join us again next time. From all of us here, I am Roger.
I'm Helen.
See you next time.